For those who only watch the Batman Celtic stuff and haven't been keeping up with me during my, sabbatical and retirement and stuff like that, I'm now engaged with a stepson. I have another little one on the way. And the other little one visits his dad every other weekend. Now, his dad's a real piece of work, but he's all bark. And this motherfucker decided to move to the other side of the state without telling any of us that he was moving to the other side of the state. And is now trying to complain and when we try to set up like a decent halfway point to meet, because we're not driving. That's an hour and a half drive to get to his house now. I'm not doing that. Especially not on a Friday when traffic is awful. So we were like, okay, well, we'll meet him today and we'll go over the thing. The guy just dropped Nelson and ran.
Wait, he dropped what and ran?
Nelson.
Oh.
He dropped him off at his mother's and he ran. He didn't stay to try to work out a different meetup location. He didn't stay to talk to Sasha at all. He just left.
Jeez.
And this is the thing that, the people who bitch about what we do need to understand. We are nothing. We're just a couple of guys who rag on a show. But outside of the show, we have regular lives and jobs and stuff. There is some really narcissistic, sociopathic pieces of shit out there that we are nowhere near that level. So,
well, speak for yourself.
but I just want to throw that into perspective for certain YouTubers out there who think we're the worst. They're not even close.
Who got you riled about this? I haven't seen any major criticism of us.
See, so I knew this motherfucker back in college. He was a friend at one point before he decided to completely 180'd and just burned every bridge he ever had at college.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. So yeah, he was also my roommate once upon a time. So there's a lot of bitterness there. So now this motherfucker's back in my life, and I'm like, well, I guess I gotta deal with this. Because he's the kind of guy who's like, my life is awful, and I'm about to make it everybody else's problem too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah. But Nelson's home now. He's fine. Sasha's in the other room with him, and life is back to relatively normal. So that's my rant for the day.
Do you want that actually in the video?
That's entirely up to you. You do whatever you want with that information.
And you can help Tom feel better about his annoying encounter by buying his brand new book. Available on these fine platforms. Raymond has a new book available too. It has a dragon on the cover and everything. What more do you need? The link's in the description to all these fine works of literature.
No, I don't care one way or another. I just had to get it off my chest.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
And welcome back to Big Nicholas! In the last episode, it was just the same as the previous episode, except Blake and Yang were kind of there.
Mm-hmm. Kind of. Yes, I did watch it. I am caught up. That episode was, it happened.
I was going to say, I think it was the best of the 5 up until that point, and me and Tom came to we both kind of came to a similar conclusion that it really should have been it and episode 4 should have been folded into one because they kind of covered a lot of the same stuff.
Mm-hmm. Almost beat for beat.
I don't know if I have the same assessment, but I'd be really hard pressed to pick a best one out of these 4. I think maybe part 2, the middle part of the redo of volume 1 stuff.
Mm-hmm. That had the highest high, but also some of the lower lows.
Yeah,
so it's
that's really hard to pick a best episode out of these ones, which
that's
just means the bar for this episode being the best one is super low.
I was gonna say, I have more to say about that intro because I had the epiphany is you didn't even need to do the recap in the way that you did. You could have done the recap in the dream. You could have had Weiss dreaming about the beginning of the show to recap the show. You could do that.
Oh,
why didn't you?
You're right.
And you could have had these interesting little bits where she gets things wrong. You have characters commenting, wait, that's not right, before they start picking up on, oh, we're in dreamland. Right. Oh,
oh my God.
You could have done it literally any other way than the way you did it would have been good. All right. Does anyone have any more interesting anecdotes about the last episode? Because Batman, we didn't get any of your opinion really, other than just it's there.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I had more of an opinion. Like, I'm glad I wasn't in the reaction because, like, the whole time I was just making Wheel of Time jokes. Like, I mean, in my own head, I'm like, these are for me and no one else. Like, Blake's trying to go into the dream, and I'm like, that's an evil thing you ask, Golden Eyes. That's for someone. That's for someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I have no reference to what it is, so I'm just gonna flash Alec Trevelyan from James Bond GoldenEye up on screen and just hope I got that right.
Is that good? That's good enough.
Oh no, better yet, the main character from the video game GoldenEye that no one actually liked. That guy.
Nobody.
Oh wait, there was a joke. There was a joke behind that, wasn't there? Wasn't it like a? I'm thinking. Wait a minute, everyone loved GoldenEye, and then I remember. Wait, we've had this conversation before.
No. The 2006 GoldenEye game.
Oh right, the reboot they did.
The one that was simultaneously released, I think, on the Wii.
Yes, it was a Wii title,
and also on DS.
Oh, I didn't know about DS.
Oh, I had the DS version. It sucked.
Well, from what I remember, like it wasn't Pierce Brosnan. B, they changed a lot of like the weapons and a lot of the the levels.
Oh no, it wasn't even really GoldenEye. It was like James Bond dies in the first like 5 minutes of the game.
What?
You're not playing James Bond. You're playing the lackey of Goldfinger, who gets double-crossed, betrayed, and so you team up with Dr. No to go kill Goldfinger in revenge. Like, the premise is kind of cool, but it's so stupid.
Yeah, like, that's not the GoldenEye people want.
All right. Well, enough about that silly game and how I was going to make a joke on screen, but now it just devolved into this weird conversation.
Yeah, just this one little comment. Yeah, no, that would have been my whole, like, contribution throughout the whole thing. I was really waiting for, like, something else to happen so that I could make another joke, because I was planning on doing like an abridged sort of for this episode. Because I had one joke that was only for me and no one else, and I was like, okay, I need at least two in order to justify making this video.
What about the Pyrrha scene? What did you think about that?
Where she was singing?
Yeah,
I didn't get that. Like, why is this the singer? Okay.
No, but that was the thing that I realized very quickly is this is Weiss putting herself onto Pyrrha. Like, it's one of those points of symbolism that's like, you don't get it at first, and you're like, oh, it all clicks. It's like, she views Pyrrha like she views herself.
So that's just, she's just fangirling.
Yeah.
We're so alike.
Basically, it's like, this is how she perceives Pyrrha, and I love it because everyone's complaining. That's just Weiss's dress, and it actually is just Weiss's dress in red.
Once you explain it to me, I appreciate it a little more.
Yeah, it was that's one reason why that's my favorite episode of the 5 so far. It's like, that's some actually decent symbolism going on right there. Like, you got something going. And now let's see how they screw it up.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. All right.
Weiss has a parasocial relationship with someone she knows in real life. Great. I love it.
All right. Well, let's get into this. Here we go. Everyone loaded up?
Yep.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Bubbles!
Oh, is it going to do that?
Blossom.
Okay, good. I was worried it was going to do that thing it did in episode 4, where like it did the cracking screen and it burned my ears.
Headphone users beware.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Weiss is so racist she can't even like dream about Faunus.
Oh, I like this background music.
Yeah.
Wait, they're not being very quiet.
Yeah. You're just across a big empty room.
Oh, that struck a nerve.
Oh, she thinks her own weapon is super powerful. Can't wait to show her how it actually works.
And the Matrix homages continue.
Oh, no shit, Whitley. Wait.
Oh, the dog is Klein.
The dog is Klein. We actually discovered that last night in the Huntsman, or like a night before.
Oh,
but
shit.
like also she calls it her sister, even though her sister is the book. Oh no, we're on Snake Way.
Oh no.
You know, okay, that's another thing that happened in the other episode, the previous episode, where Weiss and Blake were like, "No, don't use that coin. I can distract them," and it's like.
Oh
Blake,
yeah,
it was hilariously bad.
Yeah, I think we were like, "What the fuck is that?" as well.
Yeah, but it's like they were like, "No, just think of all the coins we still have," and it's just like RWBY was only going to use one.
Yeah,
like I get it. You saved one. That's good. You used teamwork. I appreciate it, but it's like you're like you only saved one coin. Like, don't brag about it too much.
Consider that they have only 12, and they've used, I think, 2 or 3 at this point. It's like they're down to 9. And if you're used to playing D&D like I am, those expendable resources dwindle real fast, and when you're out of them, you really feel it. Especially because, like, we were talking about it, at the beginning of the last episode, she had 1 coin left, and we think that you need a coin for them to emergency pull you from the dream.
Yeah, it's like more Matrix references. You need the like the phone call, like the phone booth.
Yeah,
you need your
coin.
Matrix phone booth to get out of the dream.
But that raises the question, does it need 1 coin for all of them, or do you need 1 coin for each of them?
God, they only gave them like 4 coins.
12 total. They have 12 total. They 4 apiece, so... And the Bumblebee shippers cheer because Yang said Blake's name.
Where's Blake? I don't know. Okay.
See how deep their relationship is? She doesn't even care that Blake's missing. Wait, what? That was another thing that we did like about the last episode, was that it really does feel like Team RWBY is the star of the show here.
Like, yeah, it's their story. It's not...
Yeah, we haven't taken 4 episodes out to focus on Jean yet?
No, thank God.
Snake! Wait!
I'm just reminded of that old DBZ joke. Like, how many DBZ characters does it take to screw in a light bulb?
1 to scream, 1 to hold the light bulb, 1 to spin the house around.
No, the real answer is 1, but it takes them 10 episodes to do it.
Yeah. All right. That's appropriate. Grumpy Klein.
Man, if I were Klein and found out this is how this girl viewed me, I'd be kind of pissed.
Yeah.
Well, at least one of my personalities would be pissed. You keep shaking my sacred place, Blake. Have we ever seen that reload?
No, but that was kind of awesome.
I mean, I guess that's the only way to make it make sense to reload it, but...
Oh, wait, no, we've seen Merit and Aster break down like that before, but that was just a cool way to do it.
I don't remember the break action on that.
I kinda do, but I couldn't name you specifics at the moment.
Wow, even the Grimm she summons are racist.
Hey, this is my dream. Can we get some white Ursas?
Wait, she's just openly... Wait. Is this her supposed to be summoning?
And you always
like,
just...
legitimately summoning?
Again.
The thing she won't be able to do for another 2 volumes?
This is her dream. She can do whatever she wants in the dream. It's just a weave. I hope somebody in your audience knows Wheel of Time.
Damn,
if I were Klein, I'd be slightly less upset, because I get a minigun.
Yeah. My butler with a machine gun. Ouchie.
Never mind, I'm back to being angry as Klein, because I got down like a...
Well, now he did.
Oh, you took out the entire army there in, like, no time flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you just, he's a Murdral, and all of the robots were linked to him. like
Are
Trollocs.
you just gonna keep making Wheel of Time references to this whole thing?
Yes, I am. Feel free to cut all of my audio.
This, fat man. You want to be the one to edit this? You let me go right ahead.
I could edit this. I actually could, if you want to give me the audio this time.
I'll consider it. I'll consider it.
Yeah. She's got Grim?
Are you talking to a fucking analog horror creature right now? What the hell is that? Why is Blake static?
I mean, it's definitely no, like, teacher from Peanuts, you know, womp, 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 womp.
It would have been so much better.
I think it would have been, yeah.
We're basically playing tag.
See?
Okay, so they only need one for all of them to get out.
Probably.
Okay. Unless they're misunderstanding the rules and they're about to fuck themselves over.
Get trapped in. All I gotta do is send in somebody else with other coins.
What they do is that
after this.
What they do is that they fling themselves off a building and the kick will, like, wake them up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why did that Ruby face look wrong?
It looked weird.
Was that?
I like kitty face Ruby, but
okay.
What the fuck? Yep, that is a nightmare.
Yeah. It's not real.
You just wasted my damn coin.
Oh.
I do kind of like that. It's like they're about to go into battle and Yang's immediately casual. That's great.
Yeah. That's probably a more Yang moment than anything we got in the actual show.
Probably, yeah. I am curious to see how Kara's going to do this scene.
That's CG. That was CG right there. It wasn't it was fast enough that it wasn't terrible, but it stuck out to me.
Noticeable CG is bad CG.
Oh, the White Rose shippers just punched the air.
Yeah, no, this is I am all for this right now. Oh, that's CGI! Why did you need a CGI model of Ruby to stand up?
Do you know how many frames that is?
I'll have to look at that again because I didn't see that. But...
There were so many times in the last episode where, like, Yang was standing still when she should have been emoting. Like, I forgot what the line was, but she was standing still delivering it, and it really threw me off.
Again, look, that's a model.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh,
I guess they got tired of not animating, so they decided to 3D animate.
And then not animate.
Why do you keep eating coins for that? That's literally your superpower.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is! What the f-
Yeah.
I hadn't even considered that!
Don't waste a coin on making a duplicate, because I could do that too!
Oh, is that gonna be a buff? Oh!
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
How do you make Ruby's animation look good in comparison? Is the coin evolving? Oh.
I think she's pulling him back. Shit, it didn't work. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, oh, you die in the dream, you die in real life.
The body cannot live. The body cannot live without the mind.
Okay, that's...
Nope.
Weiss is too powerful.
Ah, damn it.
You know, I do like, how his power recharges when all of the little sand grains turn into flowers.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that.
Starting again from scratch.
So wait, all their fast travel has been reversed.
Yes.
That's great. I do like that now they're introducing, like, genuine consequences for the actions that happen in there. It's not just a, you die in the dream and you're fine situation.
So unlike RWBY.
So at this...
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, food.
lot of food.
Oh, that looks really
damn,
good.
The lunches there are great. Did you see that spread?
Yeah.
Where was this when I was in high school? Bro, was this when I was in college? We had gourmet chefs at my place and they were food.
Yeah, our food is pretty basic, I recall.
Grab her shoulders and shake.
I'm gonna go find a strategist. But where am I gonna find one on such short notice?
Again, I'll say it again. I like how this anime has been utilizing the cutaways.
Yeah.
Or
comic panels.
Yeah.
The comic panels. It's something that RWBY experimented with once and dropped it, and I'm so angry it did.
Yeah, that was actually a really cool fight scene that they used those comic panels in.
Which is really weird, because I'm on record. I actually didn't like how that fight turned out. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. Oh wait, are we going to see Yang's friends?
No.
Like,
no,
Ruby's
impossible.
going to Juniper. Or maybe she's going to go see Pyrrha.
Oh my god, they're giving her a scene with Penny? They're having Penny actually communicate with the other girls?
Impossible.
This is the spin-off, it's not the... This is the spin-off, it's not the actual...
Yeah, that's...
Well, remember,
Sasha's in the room, I'm not talking to myself.
Hi, friends!
I don't know, we always assumed you were just talking to yourself. Wake up, Tom. Wake up. The nightmare has you.
Well, you barked a lot.
She's sitting cross-legged on a bench.
You barked a lot.
I really like that Nora's sitting cross-legged on a bench.
Except she doesn't know any of you, really.
Yeah, it's literally been like a week and a half.
Wait, why don't they bring everybody else in, can they?
That might be a limitation of Shion's ability.
Wait, he has a semblance? What?
No, he just knows that his aura can recover quickly.
Ah, right.
Which was commented upon rather early.
Yeah, it was in Volume 1, yeah.
You have a lot of it.
He's like, yeah, I have a name.
I'm not quite following what they're... I guess Penny's like, why don't you swap dreams?
Yeah, Penny... I mean, this is like a Volume 7 thing, but like Penny apparently has a deep understanding of other people's semblances. Probably part of her programming.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, they're back at that little cafe.
Son, stop having such a deep voice.
I know, I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, it's called Inception. Haven't you seen the movie?
Well, yes, I hope someone's changing Weiss. She's been unconscious for a couple of days.
Yeah, but they haven't been feeding her either, so...
Yeah, okay. All right, I guess that's fair.
By the way, Son, have you talked to your team lately?
No, of course not. He's Son.
he's giving this advice and like, where the fuck is his team?
See, the thing is, I'm not angry about this, because this is canon Son, as opposed to the novels, where it's not canon Son. So somehow, those books are more canon than this. Makes me angry sometimes. I don't know.
I don't like his voice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can just have friends to watch shitty shows with.
Yeah.
Like, you can bond over that. It's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Also, yes, people point out, it's not negative Weiss. This is Weiss's true feelings. Like, influenced, definitely, but, like, it's emphasizing her actual emotions.
Yeah.
It's not a negative, it's an intensified. That is... What was that?
I have an idea.
I must pose like a model. I just finished a strut. All right, so we all say our plans at once. We make out with Weiss. What? it's everyone's plan just to make out with Weiss.
It's terrible. Oh my! Wait, her plan was literally Inception.
Basically. I mean, you guys are presuming she wants to change.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like you might be presuming that a change is happening and she doesn't want it to happen. So you guys might actually be doing something horrible against her consent. Just pointing that out there, guys. This is more for your benefit than hers.
She wants to turn to the shadow.
It actually does that.
Need to form a circle of 13.
She wants the race war, guys.
No. No, don't do it.
Oh, thank you, Nora. At least you got a dig in on him.
Well, I had that once. My mom told me it was crabs.
Wait, crabs comes with difficulty breathing? Oh, those must be some intense crabs.
Sasha's looking at me, but I'm making a joke, honey. I'm making a joke.
just John, just like, I don't think it's the kind of crabs you're thinking of. It's literally just him trying to shove a crab down his throat.
You dying? No.
That is
guys,
a high tier Nora line. Ew, dying in your sleep.
They're not bringing him with them.
Was that upside down? That looked upside down to me.
What did?
Shion's eyes. We'll go back after the episode ends, because that looked upside down. I don't know what it was.
Well, I thought Blake's bow was backwards in the last episode, but it was just because the first shot we had of it wasn't a reflection.
Ah.
And then I like an idiot, I cut out the conversation because it wasn't really interesting.
Yeah.
But then I left a bit of it in by accident, and so people were like, I'm an idiot, and I am.
Well, good to know.
Oh, honey.
No!
Why? God damn it, we can't even get away from Sean and the spinoff?
If they were just up front and said that, yeah, John's one of the deuter antagonists of RWBY, like, just, like, outright say he's one of the more important characters, I think we'd all be a little more on board with it, but they keep trying to just make him a side character, when he's clearly not. Oh. That was the episode. These episodes go by really quickly.
Really? Because this one actually kind of felt its length.
Yeah, no, this one felt longer than the rest, but the other ones have been going by like a snap.
The other ones went by fine, yeah.
The fourth episode went by super quick for me.
Yeah.
This one went by, I think this one went by slightly quicker than the last episode, but
really?
that might just be because
I don't know, it felt really slow to me.
I think there was a lot of, like, really quick scene changes going on that kind of drew it out. Like, the opening scene was in that hallway, and then we go to Snake Way briefly, and then we go to the bedroom, back to Snake Way, fight with them, back to the hallway, cutting to the fight with the White Ursa, cutting back to Snake Way. Like, we jump all over the place in this episode, which is probably why it feels longer, is that there's a lot of scene transition going on. And that can really pad out time. As opposed to, like, there are some times where an episode can go by where you're having, like, a really intense conversation in one location, and it feels like you only spent 5 minutes there when it was, like, 10.
Yeah.
That walk cycle with RWBY, like, looking at the audience is really uncomfortable. Like... Wait,
where?
You know, in the outro, in the OP, or I mean the ED, it's when they're all, like, transparent and have the clouds in the background. But RWBY is, like, mugging the camera with this, like, high as hell look on her face. And it's like, that's my sleep paralysis demon now. Like, this...
Yeah, I could see it. Oh, that's right. We get another art at the end of this. Let me
it was Penny.
It was Penny?
Yeah. It was cute.
That's cute.
It's a cute little Penny.
I still think the top tier of them so far has been that Nora, but this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
Okay, Tomei. Joseph. Okay, so this episode, it's all right.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I think that was better than the last one. But you guys liked the last one more than I did.
Well, the last one had mechanically going on. There was more depth to it going on in the long run. But here, I need to, like, digest this to see if that was.
I'll be honest. I completely forgot that Stone and Penny were in this. until they showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, the show kind of forgot that Sun and Penny were in this in, like, the episode where they were supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
I wonder if... Because we're at the halfway point. You know,
yes.
sort of. We're at the traditional halfway point, but in reality, we're 3 episodes into an 8-episode, like, event. No, we're 2 episodes into an 8-episode event, and the 4th episode kind of got tacked on, so I guess we're 3 in of 9. There, that's better. We're 1/3 of the way through the actual storyline that Gen Urobuchi wanted to tell. So, like, with all that really dumb math going around in my head, oh god, do you think that they're going to be stuck in there longer after this? Do you think they're going to go Inception and, like, someone's not going to be able to get out?
Well, they've already said, like, this is their last chance before, like, Weiss, like, just gets her, like, close to death.
Huh.
Okay, so we have 6 episodes of Inside Weiss's Dream?
Yeah, I forgot what I said about whether or not they should do that.
No, you said that was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I remember distinctly you said that was an awful idea. You would be miserable.
I mean, it would all be awful, though. Like, I don't know how they could do it well, but
I think you had an idea earlier that the nightmare should somehow break out of the dream reality and start encroaching upon reality itself.
Oh, that could be a good way to take it after that.
Like kind of like a witch barrier in Madoka, where it's spreading outward constantly. Like, the idea is that, like, they fail to stop it in this next dive, and as a result, they get pulled out, but, like, Weiss becomes a conduit for this thing to start altering reality around it, and that starts creating problems for everyone. Then you can get, like, the cast in there without relying upon Shion's semblance. Hell, that actually would be crazy if, like, Shion ended up dying, like, trying to save them, and, like, they're left to try and deal with this without his semblance. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
like,
that would be an interesting twist on things.
Interesting.
But, like, I have no faith that they're going to do that. I have every fear this is going to be stuck inside someone's dream mind.
Yeah.
And they do alleviate that a little bit because they did introduce, like, not just you die in the dream, you die in real life, but also physical wounds translate outside. So there is actually a physical cost to what you're doing.
Yeah. Look at 2052. Tell me that doesn't look upside down. I don't know. I might be crazy, but I think those look upside down.
Let's see. There's other. I remember there was another close up of Shion's face.
You know what?
Editor, flip those eyes. See if it looks better.
You know what I think it is? I think the eyebrows, like the little line that is the eyebrow. I think that's throwing you off. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because you can't see the eyebrows.
Right.
They're like little, like, pencil lines.
Yeah.
Shion's got no brows.
Because you could, like, mistake them for being, like, the bags under the eyes. I think I can kind of.
It looks weird. It threw me off.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I can think of.
I've been transfixed on this for the whole time.
Do you just like staring into Shion's eyes, maybe?
Well,
they are very pretty eyes.
Yeah,
yeah,
they are.
Like, as much as I'm not a fan of Shion's design in the RWBY universe, the design otherwise is fine.
Hatterene, you mean?
Yeah. I don't think Hatterene belongs in RWBY. I'm just gonna say that.
Hatterene meets Maggie Lou from Tales of Berseria.
Yes.
But I will say, like, I like this episode. Okay, so they have to get the F out of Dodge because they're down to their last coin. Weiss is obviously winning. They're getting the kicked out of them. The CGI is becoming horrible and they can't afford it any longer. Oh my god, I just went back to that one shot where, like, Yang and Weiss fighting. It looks so, like, especially Weiss's legs. If you watch Weiss's legs in that scene, it becomes so apparent how awkward whoever is doing the animation is or how rushed they were. Because it's like, she has this constantly wide stance that just doesn't feel right.
I don't know. I think Yang looks more awkward than Weiss does.
Oh, they both look awkward. I'm not denying that. There's a little, it's floaty. It's very floaty.
Oh, wow,
also,
yeah.
Also, Yang's eyes, like, this is something that is a minute detail that isn't as important, but it can do a lot towards making the impact of the scene. The movement of the face and eyes during an action sequence is super important, but these both look really blank stared as they're fighting.
Yeah.
Like, Like, the expressions aren't changing. I think actually it's just one expression.
I think so too. I was just watching it. Yeah.
Yeah. Neither of them close their mouths. They're just open-mouthed models.
It might have fallen.
It's so uncanny. It doesn't feel right.
You guys, you just don't understand Sakuga.
But yeah, so they got yeeted out. And again, we got the confirmation of how many coins it takes, so now we have a clear understanding of the stakes a little bit more, which is nice. It's interesting how some of the threads break, which I think is what contributes to the fact that going in their next time is their last time getting the shot. And then, like, I like that they all go to different people to try and get, like, things figured out.
Yeah.
I wish it was a little more shakeup. The biggest shakeup was obviously Yang and Penny, which was interesting.
Which I approve, because up until that, you know, that bit in, I mentioned this in my Volume 7 review, like, with that bit when Penny shows up and they're like, oh, it's Penny, that rascal. And I'm like, the last time you saw her, you literally ran away from her and never spoke to her again.
I would have liked it. I mean, I understand that pairing up Blake and Sun is a no-brainer, but, like, at the same time, I would have liked it if somehow they managed the reverse, where it's Ruby and Sun and Blake and Juniper. I think that would have been interesting dynamics that we don't typically get to see.
Yeah. Actually, that would have been kind of interesting. At the same time, though, it is kind of like, I don't know, I almost saw it as like a callback to the actual show. You know, Ruby's with Juniper, who kind of become her side team. You know, her little action on the side there. And then, you know, Blake and Sun, because, you know, the two Faunus. I mean, I would have kind of liked it if they had done the reverse as well. But
yeah, no, I don't have. For the record, I don't have a problem with how they chose it up. It makes complete sense. Yeah. I just think it could have been. Yeah. You could have done more.
It's always nice to play with dynamics.
Yeah,
and I also acknowledge it would have been hell to try and get Ruby paired off with Sun. Like Blake and Juniper make some sense, but like Ruby and Sun, I don't think they've interacted.
I don't think they've ever said a single line of dialogue between the two of them. No.
Volume 3.
Volume 3, yes. The end of Volume 3, that's right.
Yeah.
As soon as I said that, I remembered.
What was the scene at the end of Volume 3?
It was when Ruby got to the docks and saw, you know, the casualties. And then she and Sun talked for a bit, and then she grabbed Weiss and they went off to try to save Sean and Piera.
Hey. She's gonna be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I was thinking about when she attacked the giant Nevermore when all of the lockers hit it, and she's like, "Son, give me your scroll."
Son, I need your scroll.
Right.
Yeah, that's the scene I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh, right. The scene that makes absolutely zero sense, but you know,
she pushes one button on Sun's scroll, and then her locker shows up.
Her locker appears.
Because
it's fingerprint scanner. It's a finger. It
has Face ID.
It makes perfect sense. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so their plan now is to try and actually change the dream itself. Am I understanding that correctly? Because again, I miss a lot of the dialogue.
Yeah,
I feel really guilty about
it.
that.
It goes by pretty quick.
From what I understood, from what I understood was like two-part. One, they're gonna try to inception a new idea into Weiss's heart. The other one, I think, what I saw is they're gonna try to use Jean, because of his experience with the nightmare, to try to get a little closer.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you have Ruby hop in, and then I'm gonna try and kiss her. It's like, why?
I mean, you do you.
Actually, you know what? The fact that Ruby doesn't suggest that is like, they missed out on a primo opportunity of both character building and ship teasing, because Ruby is all about them fairy tales, and what's one of the most common ways to wake up the princess in a fairy tale?
And especially
kiss the motherfucker.
Especially with how white rosy they're being with this show. Like, my God.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Ruby is like, don't worry, I'll kiss her and she'll wake up, and everyone's just like, Ruby, what the hell? And she's like, it works in all the fairy tales.
Which is something
that should be the last episode. That should be the last thing they tried that works. They should completely fail.
Which is, I admit, like, this is something that I've actually complained about in the past. Like, you know, at the beginning, it was, you know, White Rose and Bumblebee were like the two big things, and then Bumblebee really took off, and then White Rose just kind of stagnated and died, and the show didn't care about it anymore.
So,
yeah, Fat Man made the similar comment in the episode 4 reaction. Is that like White Rose? Like, here's the thing: White Rose is still one of the most popular pairings in all of RWBY. I should know. I frequent, but like. The thing is, like, it's just the show gives them no love anymore. No. It's really weird.
It's really odd. They give voice love with like every other character except RWBY now.
I guess because they
with Yang a lot.
Volume 5 with Yang.
Like
she's had like a couple moments with Blake? Question mark.
I can't think of.
The only thing I think of right
none
now is
that had any like romantics.
No, I suppose that's true. Yeah,
yeah. Not like here where like every line that Weiss says to Blake could be seen as a double layered entendre. They sounded like ex-girlfriends talking to each other. It's like you want to keep running away, or you keep running and coming back, or something like that. It's like okay. All right. The checkmate shippers. The checkmate shippers are or checkerboard shippers, whatever you call yourselves. You're eating good tonight. So their plan is to get John.
You know, I do complain about that because fucking John again. But at the same time, they've done such a good job keeping the story mostly on Team RWBY at this point that. Weirdly enough, I'm not terribly worried. I know I just had that little freak out, but like I've had obviously like the last 10 minutes to really think it over. And the more I think about it, I was like, you know what? I actually kind of trust this show to realize that RWBY is still the main characters of this story.
God, but I just had a realization. If they somehow do you wake up the princess by kissing her thing,
John actually has shiny armor on.
No.
And you know what? It makes sense, because it's Volume 2 where John starts to crush hard over Weiss.
Oh, if they White Knight this shit, I am gonna air raid Austin. Just turn it to glass. Reduce it. I know Austin's not responsible. Doesn't matter. I'm not like Japan
solely to make me feel better.
Japan has had enough bombs dropped on them. Austin can spare a few.
I'm just like I understand your logic there, but I'm just like, if this goes off, I'm going to bomb Phoenix, Arizona. It's like, what?
No, I have a friend in Phoenix. I don't want anything bad to happen to her.
All right, Tucson. just bomb Tucson. Yeah, why? Well, Japan's been bombed enough. We can spare one of our cities now. It's fine.
This is solely for catharsis.
They've been through enough. They attacked 3 boats and we dropped the sun on them twice.
Oh god, I do want that as a villain motivation now. It's just sort of like why are you bombing this place? I'm angry. Yeah, but it would be more logical
what
to
they
bomb
do
this
to
place. It's like, well, not them. It's this other place.
So
why aren't you bombing them?
I'm pissed off, and I'm about to make it everyone else's problem.
Tying it back in. All right. Did they give an explanation as to why the others can't enter the dream? Did they do that last episode at all?
No. My only way of thinking it is because Jean's been possessed before that it works out, but maybe. Also,
I think they did explain it. I just didn't.
Also,
pay attention.
I don't know. I don't think a limit to how many people can go in has ever been explained.
Because, why not send the 7 heavily armed teenagers with attitude in to fight the evil sleep demon?
Yeah. I would guess it's Shion. It's like a limit to Shion's aura. They probably explained it. I mean,
yeah, we probably
there was a big old long exposition scene that we were just kind of zoning out during.
Yeah, but at the time, I don't.
Pyrrha says so. Your prior experience with nightmare possession can be useful.
Yeah.
Still remains in the memory of the hosting the parasitic nightmare, whatever. Exposition.
John's vaccinated.
They will likely ignore him. Okay.
Yeah, but as he gets closer, it might have an effect on him. That they did say that.
Yeah.
No more hearing Miles say meow.
God, how
Damn it.
were they going to do that?
I am really excited to see them do that.
What do we have a release date on the dub? I forget. They probably announced that at RTX, and I just completely forgot.
No, I don't think they did.
Yeah, let me double check.
I haven't heard a thing on the dub.
I mean, I know they had to postpone it because of the unfortunate passing of Billy Canitz.
God, that hurt.
When Chris Waycamp made that announcement that he was taking over for Billy, I was
and
like, ow.
was it all the proceeds that he gets from it are going to
Cancer
charity
Food,
fund?
Chris Waycamp's a good guy.
That was class act.
Yeah.
Class act.
He's a good guy. Dub release date.
You're gonna find one of those shitty articles that it buries the lead so far down, and then you just get to the end. It's
Dude,
like,
that drove me
announced.
crazy. So my fiance and our friend, I really got them into Classroom of the Elite, and we wanted to watch season 2, but we didn't know when the dub was, and I kept checking for dub news, and all I got were those articles, and I didn't know when it was going to premiere until the day they dropped it on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a released.
I still need to catch up on
as Rooster Teeth gets for their scheduling. We really should be more on Crunchyroll and Funimation and for doing that. Me and Twilight broke down and actually watched Fruits Basket Prelude because we were assuming at that point we hadn't heard news about any kind of dub for it. A month, 2 or 3 months after it had already aired in Japan, well, if they're not announcing anything, they're probably never going to do it, so we'll just watch it. Literally a week after we watch it in Japanese, Funimation comes out and is like, oh, we'll have Fruits Basket Prelude dubbed in a month's time, and we're just like, really? Really?
Now,
we had to sit through the inferior Momiji just to learn that later.
Now, Prelude, I'm imagining is just that. It's the before story.
It's kind of actually a lie. They say it's an hour-long film. It's half an hour of recapping the finale, and then half an hour of following Toru's mother and her story.
Okay,
which
so
is very sweet. I loved it. It was excellent. But again, half an hour of just the ending of Fruits Basket, which me and Twilight had literally just watched a month prior. It's we don't need this again in Japanese, and also you have the less good Momiji.
Yeah.
Because the Japanese dub doesn't do a German accent for some reason.
Oh, Dead by Day. Weird segue. Dead by Daylight's adding Wesker into the game.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was pissed, and then I remembered, oh, Nemesis is already in the game. Okay.
Okay, I literally, the trailer from IGN just popped up in my feed now. That's the only reason.
They're also adding Rebecca Chambers.
I saw that. Yeah,
that's the exciting part for me. Is Rebecca's getting more love. Yay!
Time, God.
All right, well, we're not talking about RWBY anymore.
No, but I think we've said what we need to on the subject. It's going to be.
I'm still going through and trying to find out if they actually have a good reason why they don't send Juniper into the dream too.
I mean, yeah, until you find a good reason, maybe you can scroll through because that's a lot of footage to scroll through.
Yeah.
At least right now, in the middle of a reaction, it's if you find it, post it on screen. But I mean, I would presume at this point it's literally just a limitation on the semblance. There is a physical limitation that Shion can't handle that many people, but
that's the only thing I can think of.
To me, anyway.
But it's RWBY, and they're not very good about putting limitations on things.
They are not. That is the big
If
thing.
in the next episode they're like, "Oh no, they're in trouble. We need to go in too," then I'm just gonna feel like a idiot.
We all are. We will all feel like an idiot because it's why didn't you all just go in at once?
Yeah.
It's probably like starting a car where it takes more energy to start. It's why wouldn't you go in all at once and start all at once as opposed to starting once and then sending a new start in?
Yeah.
I swear, ew, dying in your sleep is as good a Nora line as Zay Overseers. I'll make them wish they could run around without a head.
What? Who thinks I'm a chicken? I'll make them wish they could run around without a head.
Those are the two best Nora lines. And one of them's not even canon.
All right. Now, little ones can't find the TV remote, so I have to go to the rescue and help them out.
All right. Well, thanks, Tom. Everyone, please remember, Tom does have his own channel and a Patreon and a book.
Yes, Kent is still in ebook form, still working on physical copies. I just put out RWBY Fairy Tales review. It's doing pretty decent right now. Oh, Nelson, you want to say hi? There's no video, but you can just say hi to the mic.
Hi.
There you go, buddy. All right, and yeah, so yeah, I got quite a bit going on right now. As I'm also planning my. Okay, hold on. As I'm also putting my lessons together for the new school year because You're playing some Among Us.
No, I'm being silly.
Yeah, this is year because I also teach now, so that's another thing I do.
Nice.
And then Daddy.
Having a steady job.
I know. All right. I'm gonna go help Nelson. Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up.
All right. Bye, Tom.
All right. See you later. Bye.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, decision time for me and you. Who's gonna edit?
Flip a coin.
Are you up for it? Because like I have a book release I'm trying to get done this week.
Yeah, no, I can do it totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
it'll be nice to actually put something out on my Patreon. Patreon.com/FatmanFalling, where you get the uncut version of this reaction, and you also get, I guess, like some other stuff. You get our Picard reactions when we pick those up again. The first two are out. And some other stuff.
Yes. And if you go over to my Patreon, you get access to the Team Frostbite Discord server, and you get it from Tom's and Fatman's as well.
Yeah,
for $1 or more, you get access to the Frostbite Discord server, where me, Fatman, Tom, Dashy Lee, and a whole host of other people from around the RWBY community are regularly active, including people like the Sketchy Huntsman. Also, every single Friday night, possibly Saturday nights, depending on how my schedule shifts up, at 10 p.m., I host Bad Fanfiction Night, where basically we just read bad fanfiction, and it's typically hilarious. If you join soon enough, we are coming up upon reading the DBZ x Anne Frank fanfiction.
Oh no.
Oh no! It's going to be an event. And I don't know if it'll be... Fatman, if it's out by now, leave this in. I've just released my own new book over on Amazon. Look for The Artificer by Raymond McNeil. It is a fun 175-page adventure isekai action story that should be just a nice, pleasant read all the way through. It's a good time. That's all I really wanted with it. It's nothing deep, just mostly fun.
And there's a dragon on the cover, so you know it's going to sell.
And there's a dragon on the cover. All right. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye-bye.